Azzedine Alaïa does the best for the shape of the body, brings out the most feminine in the woman, so I wear him quite a bit.
I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you.
They're special because they're special clothes with the amount of work we put them in for a woman's body. They're unlike anyone else's clothes.
I always enjoy his shows.
Are they sexy?
They're sexy.
We do whatever we can to change our dates and cancel our shows to be here because it is Azzedine. This is the show we find get the most pleasure out of. We all love Azzedine. Why? Because he's Azzedine.
Tunisian-born designer Azzedine Alaïa helped define the look of the 80s with his skin-tight and unabashedly sexy designs. Considered the favorite designer of the supermodels, Alaïa was notorious for showing his collections late, very late. Not only would he sometimes make his audience sit for hours before his show started, the whole collection itself would often be presented weeks, sometimes months after all the other designers in the world had presented theirs. Azzedine moved at nobody's pace but his own, and as we recently discovered, he hasn't really changed much in the last 10 years.
One of the things you have to appreciate about the great designer Azzedine Alaïa is that he's very adamant about doing things in his own time. He refuses to compromise. Well, as a result, we've been waiting here at the Soho Guggenheim Museum for about 2.5 hours for our interview with Mr. Alaïa, but he's been busy doing other things. Hopefully, he will deliver when he's ready. In the meantime, he's been preparing this extraordinary retrospective of his wonderful career.
Featuring over 50 creations from his 20-year career, the exhibition of Alaïa's designs was presented alongside a series of Andy Warhol paintings. The show, sponsored by his longtime muse and model Stephanie Seymour, was an interesting collision between the worlds of art and fashion.
Art and fashion has always sort of gone a bit hand in hand, just as music of the time, art of the time, fashion of the time. And great things are always great together. So Andy and Azzedine are great together. They're two of the great artists of this century.
After waiting slightly over 4 hours in total, an all-time FT record, we were finally given our opportunity to speak with the Paris-based designer.
When you first began designing all those years ago, I know now you have a reputation for being very, very uncompromising, very adamant that, you want to do things your way because you have a very particular vision. Were you always that intense?
Toujours pareil.
Toujours pareil.
Je ne changerai jamais.
Pourquoi?
Quand je fais les choses, je n'ai pas de regrets et je ne change jamais. Quand je le fais, je le fais.
The opening party for Azzedine's exhibition attracted a fair number of celebrities and admirers.
He's a brilliant designer. I mean, he is a real craftsman. He's a real artist. He's a genius. And such a nice, wonderful, and he's French, I mean, the French, I must say, they are the best.
I don't think there's anyone working as he does, sort of loving the shape that a woman is, and with such drama and such, I just think he's a genius.
He understands what women want and what men are looking into women to look like.
They feel so good on you because they fit you so well. And it's funny because everybody thinks you have to have this sort of very perfect figure to wear Alaïa, and I totally disagree.
Stephanie told me that it's not necessary to have a perfect body in order to look fabulous in your clothes. Is that true? Est-ce que c'est vrai?
Non. Pour les femmes, ça va. Mais elle, parce qu'elle a un trait de corps, alors elle dit ça.
Perhaps
Dans ma vie, je suis toujours satisfait. Mais le travail, non. Je suis jamais satisfait.
You're never satisfied. They say that a great artist is never satisfied. But you should be kinder to yourself. You must.
Non, je suis pas gentil avec moi.
Oh, non, c'est pas juste.
Je suis gentil avec mes filles, oui.
Oui, tous les jours.
During his heyday in the 1980s, Azzedine played a crucial role in discovering and developing the careers of a handful of supermodels. Some of these women came to look upon the tiny designer as a sort of father figure.
I mean, Azzedine is so incredibly kind and generous towards us, and he really does treat us like his children.
Yeah, us two especially. We're actually called Veronica Alaïa and Naomi Alaïa.
All of my friends.
Though he recently signed a deal with Prada that will give him an undisclosed sum of money, Azzedine, as always, remains non-committal about the future.
Je suis capable d'arrêter sur le moment. Pour l'instant, je suis là. Non, pour l'instant, non.
Okay, thank God for that. Okay, and what will I wear?
All of my friends are forever. Thought of splitting up is never ever. Good times, bad times, in between. Having two friends means everything.
You know, we waited for you. I want to tell you, we waited about 4 hours for this interview, that it was worth it.
Oh, merci.
At least in the end, you delivered.
Like
Oh,
Marilyn
merci.
Monroe. Maybe they had to wait, but it was worth it.